All right, welcome back to the And One Sports Podcast. We are live here. My name is Riley Viss.
I'm Blake Parks.
And we have exciting news as stuff keeps coming in through my phone. But to start off, biggest news out there, Kawhi Leonard is headed to the Clippers.
Heck yeah.
Along with Paul George as well. And the trade package included four first-rounders, updated, and 2 swap picks. And then who are the two? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and
Danilo Gallinari.
So those 6 or 7 things included to get Paul George. I think it was a well worth the trade. I think that was a good enough package. Blake, you don't agree?
I don't know. I mean,
it's a lot of trades.
The 2 players, and then I was okay with it. But you're giving up 5 first-round picks in your future, and yeah. I just think it's a little too much, but I guess any way to get Paul George, I guess I'm happy with Kawhi and Paul George coming. So
yeah, you got to take him out of it. You got to convince OKC to let go one of their best player on the team.
Yeah.
So you got to give them something special, and that's what it was. So I guess kind of moving on. We'll get to the playoff contenders later, but. More updates with the Lakers. They are picking up a lot of small free agents, but they're really adding a lot. The biggest one, I guess, just happened, and that was Boogie Cousins going to the Lakers, as you can see in the title. And I think that changes a lot. I mean, him and what's his name? Their post.
80?
No, they're post.
JaVale?
He's
not signed technically yet.
Yeah, he is.
He is now?
He said he's going to sign. Okay. But those two playing with each other, that's going to be fun to watch. JaVale's a bat. No, they said he's a starter, though. I wonder if that changed now with Boogie coming.
It probably will change.
Because they said that they are starting JaVale right after they signed him. I don't know. But they also Rondo, as well, which is blowing up my computer and my phone. All right. But Rajon Rondo is going back for a 2-year deal, small contract again. What was it, 7 mil?
Something like that.
It wasn't too big. And then Zubac just signed a 4-year, 28 mil with the Clippers.
Heck yeah.
And Danny Green to the Lakers. Mm-hmm. That was huge for the Lakers. You guys don't understand how big these small packages really are. You pick up Danny Green, you pick up Boogie, you pick up Rondo, you pick up Quinn Cook, you pick up – who else did they pick up? You re-sign JaVale. And then all those players and, JaVale, and you pair them up with LeBron and AD. LeBron and AD themselves are a playoff team with nobody around them except for 70 overalls. Mm-hmm. That's a playoff team right there. Now you're picking up experience with Rondo. Boogie Cousins has small experience. JaVale has a ton of experience in every part.
Danny Green has some
Danny Green has won championships with the Spurs, the Raptors, just won one with Kawhi. And let me tell you, they got experience and they got the young part of the roster. And Kuzma's there. That roster is deeper than the Clippers. I'm sorry to say it's deeper than the Clippers, but the Clippers have the claw. And I'm sorry to say, but he's probably one of the best in the NBA right now, only because nobody saw LeBron. That's what everybody's saying. They're saying, oh, Kawhi's better than LeBron. But you didn't see LeBron in the playoffs. That's why everybody's saying that, because you saw Kawhi play for the past 2 months, and you didn't see LeBron. If you saw LeBron in the playoffs, you'd have been like, hey, LeBron's still better. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Anything else in free agency, I guess? There was a lot of small signings. Oh, Jimmy Butler. I don't think we talked about that in the past. Yeah, we did. In the last podcast, we did.
The last one.
Yeah.
You did get to it.
Yep. And
signed with the Heat.
But now there's more info going through. The trade is actually finalized now. Before, we said it was finalized, but it really wasn't. It was this big old mess for the Heat and the teams surrounding. So Jimmy Butler's officially on the Heat, which is dope, but we need, after seeing all these superstars pairing up together, we need Bradley Beal. And they're talking about trying to get John Wall too. But John Wall's out most of next year, and his contract is insanely disgusting for any team to pick up. I think it's like a $43 million a year. Not worth it, dude. What's he done for your team, Wizards? Nothing. Let him go. Get something for him. Trade him. Let him go. Bradley Beal, he needs to go too. The Wizards, you guys just need to sell your franchise to Seattle. Bring back the Supersonics, please.
Yeah.
You guys have done nothing but destroy people's careers. Dwight Howard's now been traded to the Grizzlies and then dropped off their roster. The Wizards are just a mess. They're picking up people that should be good. Markieff Morris played there. Or one of the Morris brothers did. I'm pretty sure it was Markieff. But he didn't do nothing. Then he went somewhere else, and now he's doing something. You just don't see nothing. The Wizards are terrible.
They're going to be the new Knicks.
They're going to be worse than the Knicks. They already are worse than the Knicks. The only reason that they aren't the worst team in the East is because of Bradley Beal. And then John Wall helps Bradley Beal. People argue with me all the time that John Wall is better than Bradley Beal. You don't even know. Do you watch basketball? Do you watch the Wizards? Because I do, because that's my favorite player, Bradley Beal, since Dwayne Wade's gone. So I can guarantee Bradley Beal is better than John Wall. And he doesn't get paid as much. It's embarrassing, but I guess we can get to the Russell thing too if there's nothing else. I guess Russell Westbrook didn't demand a trade.
But him and OKC are talking about trading.
Yep, they are talking about the future with Russ there, whether he's going to be there or he's going to demand a trade. He basically said if he doesn't get a superstar in OKC, then he kind of wants to go. I don't blame him. He's been there long enough, and nothing's worked out. Players have came and gone. I wouldn't play with Russell either, to be honest. He's kind of like James Harden. Maybe they should play together. That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of fun. Both stat packing winners, but they ain't gonna win a championship because they stat pack.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not used to taking over games. They're just used to packing their stats. But the leading teams are the Knicks. What were the other teams, Blake?
I did not look into that one at all.
I know it's the Knicks. Here it is. All right. If I can find it. Well, Knicks and the Raptors are the top two. And then I know the Timberwolves and the Wizards were also interested. So Raptors, they can get them. And I don't know if that really work. I don't know if the Raptors are going to beat anything next year. But, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the gist of that. It's kind of crazy. And here in a minute, we're actually going to get our buddy Dan on the podcast. He's an OKC fan, and we're going to see how he reacts to all this stuff going down, you know. It's kind of crazy. But, no, what team do you think fits him best?
I'm not really sure.
Well, between
the four teams?
Yeah, between those four teams.
I mean, Raptors, they already have a point guard.
Yeah, but
and he had his stats there a little bit.
I feel like they'd trade him away. No, they wouldn't trade him away. But
I don't know. I feel like the Knicks would be a good spot for him.
I really hope he goes to the Knicks. That'd be really
and RJ Barrett.
Him and RJ Barrett would be a great team to pair up. But
because him going to the Wizards, it almost feel like it'd be the same thing as
exactly.
John Wall deal.
Yep. But anyways, we have Dan here on the podcast. Dan, we're talking about your OKC Thunder and how Russell's kind of asking for a trade. PG just got traded out. How do you feel about this, Dan? Where's your team going from here?
If Russell doesn't get traded, they might as well just stick to leaning with Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams. But since Blake's team had to be I won't say that word. But
Do you think they'll go into rebuild mode if they trade away Russell? Because that's really all they can do. Or do you think they'll pick up a different superstar?
depending on their cap space and depending on what they do.
Yeah. Free ones for next year. But he said that he said that he either wants another superstar in town or he wants to be traded by the end of the summer. I don't see them getting another superstar due to the fact that their salary is not in their favor. But it could happen. It really could happen. But some of the free agents next year is actually Anthony Davis. I don't think he's leaving LA though. Draymond Green is also one. Otto Porter Jr. will be a free agent next year. I could see him going to town. Serge Ibaka.
Go back to the OKC Thunder, yeah.
Oh, boy. I don't think he would. But DeMar DeRozan, I could see him.
That'd be a great pickup for them.
I think he would go there. Eric Gordon, I don't think he's going to OKC. I think he's probably going to go to the Lakers or the Clippers. Gordon Hayward, I've heard rumors that he's going to get traded. I can't remember the team. The Heat, or it wasn't the Heat, but it was a good trade package to get him out of the Celtics. Andre Drummond, we could pick up, but they already have one. A center, Mike Conley, I think he's going to re-sign in Utah. He seems pretty happy there. And then Draymond Green, and then Anthony Davis. I don't see them getting any of those except for DeMar DeRozan and a few of those other players. And if they can get them, then you know what? That'd be a good DeRozan and Russell. That'd be a good duo, but I don't think that'd win anything. So I guess my next question for you, Dan, is are you going to jump the bandwagon? Are you going to get out of the OKC Thunder if Russ leaves?
Possibly. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, not really jump the bandwagon, but, kind of leave the team and go find a different team. But, I mean, that's who you like them for. You like them for PG and Russ. I mean, if your two favorite players leave, then I don't see the reason for staying. Mm-hmm. If they ain't loyal, then why would you be loyal,
Exactly.
But do you have any questions for Dan?
Which team would you like if you left the Thunder?
I want to say the Pelicans or like I used to do. I used to like the Clippers. So
heck
yeah. Clippers. We'll see.
Hey, the Pelicans would be fun. That's a young, very athletic group.
Zion.
Lonzo, man.
Oh, forgot.
Oh, yeah. And Ingram and Josh Hart. Jeez.
Hey, there's always room for the Clippers.
There's always room to come to the Heat as well there, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. Give us a little feedback. Who's your contender next year? Who's your favorite to win the championship next year now?
With what I just read, with the Boogie trade and all that, I'm still leaning toward Kawhi and Paul George leading their team.
You think so?
A championship. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know how you could turn against that. I mean, Kawhi's the best defender in the league, and Paul George is one of the best offensive player in the league. So,
and the Clippers have Sixth Man of the Year, Lou Williams.
They should really put him to a fucking starting position.
Right?
No.
But anyways, we're gonna sign off with you here, and we're gonna continue on the podcast.
Alrighty.
But thanks for coming. Thanks for coming on, sir.
You bet.
See you later. All right, your contenders for next year, Blake. What do you got? How many teams Let's pull up the NBA 2020 title odds real quick, and we're gonna react to them. 3 hours ago, this one was posted by CBS Sports, and they have the Clippers, Milwaukee, Lakers, 76ers, and then falling off a little bit is Golden State and Houston, and then it just kind of slowly starts to descend after that. All right, so Milwaukee, no, they're not the second best team. Lakers are the second best team. Philly is not the top 5 either. Golden State's better than Philly. Wait, no more. Never mind. Forgot who they all picked up. They picked up Horford. And
Yeah.
so Philly is a top 5. Milwaukee, I think they're in the lower end of the top 5. Houston, they're not in the top 5 for sure. Golden State's a lot better than Houston next year. Houston is my 7th, maybe 8th, maybe 9th best team. They ain't going to win nothing next year. I mean, they're starting to lose chemistry and everything. But you know, it really surprises me that is so far down. It's probably Indiana. They didn't make a lot of noise, but they definitely made a lot of free agency moves and got some good drafts. I think they're going to be better than that.
Is it Victor Oladipo back this year too?
Yep, he'll be back. He'll be out for like the first month, but he'll be back. I don't know. Charlotte and Cleveland are your 2 worst teams. I see it 100%.
You got Washington down there too.
Yeah, there's 3rd worst. Minnesota and Memphis. Yeah, I can see that. And then the Knicks, Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, and Phoenix are all battling right there. I think Phoenix will be better than some of them teams, but New Orleans being one of the worst teams in here, I don't really. Maybe year 1 they will, but not year 2. Once they get that chemistry going, they're gonna be a pretty tough team to stop.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I can see a Clippers Bucks or a Lakers Bucks finals.
Yeah.
Or if the 76ers sneak up there and take it from the Bucks, then I can see the top 4 teams it has on there. I can see playing in the finals against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that those being their respective conference championship games.
Yeah. Well, the Suns just officially made their trade by receiving Cam Johnson through the draft, Ty Jerome, and veterans Dario Saric and Aaron Baines. So I really don't think the Suns are that bad next year. And then they have Ty Leck, or I don't know how to say his last name, but he's coming straight out of high school is what I heard. I think he went overseas for a year, but he definitely seems like he's something. They're just calling him the next Russell Westbrook, but I don't know. It's hard to see. It's hard to tell right now, but I think the Suns are going to be better than what they're projected. They're projected to be one of the worst teams, but they have veteran leadership now. They have Devin Booker yet. They're trying to re-sign Kelly Oubre. They have Ricky Rubio, who is a point guard, and he can play the game at a high level. And then Aaron Baines, DeAndre Ayton. There was big rumor about a month ago that they were trying to get K-Love. And if they would have got K-Love, woo! I don't know what to say about that, but that would be massive for the Suns. But they did not.
And if they could do what they did last year, instead of most teams losing by like 10 or more, they were within 5 points almost every game they lost.
For sure, within 10 every game that they lost. I mean, there's a few blowouts. They had a stretch where they beat the Warriors, they beat the healthy Lakers, they beat the Sixers, they beat the Celtics.
Not the Clippers.
They had like an 8-game win streak against teams that all made the playoffs. So, I mean, if that's something to say, then that's some. And they were trying to so-called tank. So they were not at their best, obviously, because they were one of the worst teams in the NBA record-wise, but they barely lost to any other teams. And the Warriors were fully healthy. I watched that game the whole second half, and trust me, the Suns are not that bad. People are looking down on the Suns. They're definitely underrated, but don't get me wrong, they're probably not going to win nothing, but they're probably going to the playoffs.
They're going
next year.
places.
I feel like they might hit the playoffs next year. That's my crazy prediction for next year. Despite all the West teams that are stacked now, but I can see it. Oh, someone just tweeted, "Where are the Marcus Morris vocals? Lakers cap dry?" ? And he said coming soon. So he's gonna make it soon. That was 30 minutes ago. I bet he makes it today. But that'd be pretty crazy. I don't know.
Well,
I think that's about it. I think that's all we got to cover. Don't forget that we are going to be covering more NBA, and then we have quite a bit of a break until college football starts up.
49 days?
It's 49 or 48. I think it's 48 now.
Saw 50 a couple days ago. It's getting
Absolutely. 48 days away, and then we're going to be covering a lot of college football.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be as more in-depth on the players as we are in the teams. We're going to get more into the teams. And NFL starts right around that time, too. That's about a month after, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
So we got the NFL starting up, too. And then the NBA starts about a month after that, and then college basketball starts a couple weeks after that. So it's everywhere, man. We got sports coming up, and then we also have high school basketball starting around December. Or is it November? In November. Early November is when that starts. And high school football.
That starts in late August.
Late August,
yeah.
We're going to be busy. Good thing. Well, we're trying to hire more people. We have 5 right now, but if you want to join, if you know somebody that loves sports and wants to join podcast, send them our way. So I don't believe we have anything else.
I do not.
All right. Well, this is Riley Viss signing off the And One podcast. Thanks for listening, guys.
Peace.